Steam is actually cooking with these discounts right now, so if you and your friends have been staring at your libraries with absolutely nothing to play, this list should save the weekend. We found 10 great co-op games you can grab without destroying your wallet. From survival chaos and creepy backrooms to full story adventures. And trust me, some of these deals are kind of insane. Starting at number 10, we have Necesse. A game that basically feels like Terraria and a colony sim decided to move in together. You explore a massive, procedurally generated world, build your own settlement, recruit villagers, raid dungeons, and fight bosses with friends. Right now, it is 50% off at just $7.49, and you can even try it for free until August 3rd. So this is a pretty low-risk way to accidentally lose your entire weekend. At number 9, we have Garry's Mod, a physics sandbox with no fixed objectives where the community has turned one game into hundreds of completely different experiences. With friends, you can play Prop Hunt and Trouble in Terrorist Town, build ridiculous machines, or download almost anything from a workshop. With more than 300,000 creations, it is currently 50% off at $4.99 until August 5th, and for that price, you are basically getting years of multiplayer content in one package. At number 8, we have Escape the Backrooms, a co-op horror game for up to 4 players where your team explores more than 30 unsettling levels while trying to avoid the creatures hunting you. The best part is how quickly a simple plan falls apart once someone gets separated and the rest of the group has to decide whether to save them or keep moving. It is currently 20% off at $7.99 until August 13th. At number 7, we have R.E.P.O, a co-op horror game for up to 6 players where your team searches haunted locations for valuable objects and tries to carry them to the extraction point without breaking anything. Every object uses real physics, so moving a heavy piano or fragile piece of furniture can become more stressful than the monsters themselves. Proximity voice chat makes every chase even better. Because you can hear your friends panicking as they disappear down the hallway, it is currently 35% off at $6.49 until August 7th. At number 6, we have Rust, an open-world survival game where having a reliable group can mean the difference between owning a massive compound and waking up with absolutely nothing. You gather resources, build a base, craft equipment, and defend everything from other players. The fun comes from how naturally everyone finds a role. One friend farms materials, another handles the building, and someone inevitably starts a war with the neighbors for no reason. Every server creates its own stories, alliances, and betrayals, and right now Rust is 50% off at $19.99 until August 12th. At number 5, we have A Way Out, a story-driven adventure built entirely for 2 players. You play as Leo and Vincent, 2 prisoners who have to work together to escape and survive everything that comes after. Both players often see different parts of the same scene, so communication actually matters, and the game constantly switches between stealth, driving, fights, puzzles, and smaller competitive moments. The best part is that only one person needs to own the full game. Because the second player can join through the Friend Pass, A Way Out is currently 70% off until August 13th, making it one of the easiest co-op recommendations on this list. At number 4, we have Monster Hunter Wilds, one of the biggest co-op games on this list. You and your friends track massive creatures across changing environments, prepare the right gear, learn how each monster behaves, and coordinate your attacks. What makes it so good with a group is that every hunt feels like a shared challenge. One player can distract the monster while the others target weak points, or prepare traps. Right now the game is 58% off at $29.39 until August 3rd, which is a seriously strong deal for a game this massive. At number 3, we have Baldur's Gate 3, a massive story-driven role-playing game that supports online co-op for up to 4 players. Each person can control their own character, explore separately, join conversations, and make choices that completely change where the story goes. This is where playing with friends becomes especially fun, because one person can spend 10 minutes preparing the perfect plan, while another starts a fight with the first character they meet. The turn-based combat also rewards real teamwork. With your group combining abilities, positioning, and environmental attacks, Baldur's Gate 3 is currently 30% off at $41.99. And while it is one of the more expensive games here, it can easily give your group more than 100 hours of adventure.
Blessed blesses me this day.
At number 2, we have Deep Rock Galactic, a 4-player co-op shooter where a team of space dwarves explores procedurally generated caves, mines valuable resources, and fights off huge swarms of alien creatures. Every class has a clear role, so the scout lights up the caves, the engineer builds platforms, the driller creates new paths, and the gunner keeps everyone alive. Missions can go from completely under control to total panic in seconds. Especially when your team runs out of ammunition and nobody remembers the way back. Right now, the game is 70% off at $8.99 until August 8th. And for that price, this is easily one of the best co-op deals on Steam right now. At number 1, we have It Takes Two, a co-op adventure built completely around 2 players working together. You play as Cody and May, a couple transformed into dolls, and every new chapter introduces completely different mechanics. One moment you are solving puzzles, the next you are flying through space or fighting a giant vacuum cleaner. What makes it special is that both players are always doing something important, so nobody feels like the sidekick, and only one person needs to buy the game because the second player can join for free with the Friends Pass. Right now, It Takes Two is 70% off at $11.99 until August 13th, making it the best deal and the easiest number 1 on this list. And that's our list. Some of these games are perfect for a chill weekend, others will have your whole group yelling in voice chat within 10 minutes, but that is usually where the best memories come from. Just remember, these discounts will not last forever, so check the Steam pages before the prices go back up, let me know which game you would pick for your group, and if I missed a great co-op deal, drop it in the comments.